Hey everyone, and welcome to 114th Devstream. How's it going? I forgot some prizes, but they're currently being walked into the Devstream area. We got lots of cool stuff to give away today. Helen has graciously brought a box of goodies. But welcome, if you're tuning in, thank you, Helen.
That's a lot of prizes.
It's a lot of prizes that Razer sent us, so we're happy to give them away.
We didn't adjust the framing for
Sheldon. Poor Sheldon. Thanks, Helen. Sheldon's not here, as you can see.
Sheldon's on a holiday.
Well deserved.
He's been I think he's been tweeting a little bit. He's in the East Coast.
East Coast, yeah.
Yep.
East Coast. That's true. But you guys are here. How's it going?
Great.
Second stream.
Fantastic.
Well. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Decided to make Fortuna in their dojo because the weight is just too much.
Rent.
Yeah, you can you can rent a K drive.
Yeah, show Jeff that. He'll think that's funny.
So this is, and then you can get on the K drives. If you watched Primetime last night, you've already seen some of this, but I'm just giving you another look.
This isn't shining a spotlight on the asset reuse we make in the game.
Wow. What is life? And this is some sweet staircase up to a fully functioning monorail here, so you can, hop in that, get in there on the train, see what's going on in here. It does have some light flickering, but every good subway does. That's how they work. But
I'm sure the engineers are watching, going, ah!
Oh no! Yep. And they also have made this awesome throne room. Which has 2 thrones.
This stuff is so crazy.
Yes.
Wow, that's wicked.
So this is all something a player and their clan have put together using the decoration tools that we give them in the player dojos. This is the forest.
That's insane.
That they've made.
That's actually...
Steve, why are we seeing that post swap? Like,
well, because it's per zone.
Per room, yeah.
So, and it's yeah, I know. One day.
So they've made this super cool forest, but they also have made, this is their trophy room.
We'd actually be able to fix that because it's a lighting setting.
Yeah,
we should be able to fix that.
Yep.
And using some cool technology, they've built.
This is great.
They built a telescope
on
top of the observatory, so they have this really cool.
I think Mars is really close to Earth right now, so I wonder if we could see it.
We can take a look.
Let's take a look here.
Oh,
yeah, there it is. So red haze.
Altar. So they've also made this beautiful Ascension altar room. So when their clan levels up, they come here.
That's so cool.
That's really, really awesome.
And they have their romantic room. They have a dog.
Okay. There's a good boy.
A good boy. Actually, that's what this room is called.
Seriously, good boy. There we go.
So
good boy. Chat noticed that, I think, and was hoping we'd see this.
That is the good boy.
Yeah.
This is I don't remember where the room is. This is the space hangar they made outside the observatory.
Wild.
Gee, we should probably.
Yeah.
If only we had Railjack.
Awkward.
I don't remember where the.
Someone take notes.
I gotta go straight. Okay, sorry. Then I'm gonna show you.
This is crazy.
That's a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, they built this upside down garden, so all the trees. Isn't that awesome?
Oh man.
Space garden.
Isn't that sick?
We gotta get this on a rotation so that people can kind of tour it.
Yeah, it's going to be a highlighted ghost, featured shadow, featured storm, featured mountain, and featured moon. Eventually, we're going to make it into a contest.
I was only kidding, but that's awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah,
I love this.
So
I love this.
These will be exposed right in the solar chart, so you can just.
What's
Gladiator?
Gladiator, yeah.
Yeah.
The wheat.
So, so grass is coming. Maybe rocks are coming. We're just doing some evaluations of that. As you can see, the art team has sort of decked this particular dojo room out with all the hot rock action. Hot rock? Lava, I guess.
There's no lava. I see ice, I see rocks, I don't see any lava.
Yeah, so there's ice that you'll be able to...
This is going to be nice.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Yeah, so when you know that
floating bench.
Clans are doing cool stuff with what they have already, once they get this natural
How many bat caves are going to be made?
Exactly. I believe this is the tree from the sacrifice, or close to it.
That's a version of it.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's going to be
sacrifice is more desiccated.
Lots of natural decor for you guys to deck your dojos out with, which is quite exciting.
Okay.
You can get some rocks here, another tree. You can go Mars rocks.
Settlement rocks, good.
Or you can go.
I still don't see any hot rocks.
Hot rocks, hot rock action.
Oh, what's this? Oh,
that's the moon tiles.
Lua tiles, love it.
Moon rocks.
Okay.
So many space rocks, NASA won't even know what to do.
Great. It's all work in progress. If you're just tuning in, we show how the sausage is made here. Right, so this is a tile, so I don't know if the skybox is plugged in to it. Probably not.
Minor lighting is down here.
It's just the volumetrics are plugged in right now. But it still looks beautiful. So the intention with this is to take Gas City and kind of convert it into what would it be like if there was some damage to it, which will be part of the story of launching this remaster, as well as more jeopardy in the movement of some of the tiles.
Like, for example, there's a console there, but it's moving and there's no floor. So this is very much a set that demands parkour precision.
And I think, some people are noticing a bit of Cloud City vibes, and I think that's obviously one of the touchstones is when we did Gas City, one of the things that we didn't use a lot was the gas cloud part of it. The gas part. So hey, nice jump.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
So this is the idea.
I'm pretty good. Let me just leap to my death.
Whoops. So how you get back from that is up to you. Yeah. In the upcoming, this is just a proof of concept, some terrifying, like don't look down style.
Oh, beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, so it's
great.
They've really outdone themselves with this. But if I could just wall jump up the whole thing, what would happen? I don't know.
All right.
So super, super exciting.
Yeah, it's looking great.
Looks super cool. Oh, no!
Oh.
Well, I'm all right. Oh.
You like it?
He's adorable.
He's only
so ugly it's cute.
He's so ugly it's cute.
So there's snow Kubros.
So this is wildlife expansion for what we showed in Venus.
Right.
So for the trapping and hunting.
Yep. So this is one of the animal types that you will be tranking and moving off, conserving with the business from Fortuna. Kubradon, I think, is the name of this type of species. That's the cub.
That's the cub, yeah.
And then the dad's even more nasty looking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really
reminds me of White Walkers. Like
it does. It does. It's part White Walker and like Sleepy Hollow Horse, kind of in one, isn't it? So whether that's cute or not is up to you guys.
You take a look at who I have on here. It's our sort of suit of armor man, Vauban himself. We've seen a lot of players. He looks super badass. A lot of players have asked for a slight revision of his powers. Right now, hooked up is one minor change that's just really simple. You can now you can see the charge wheel there. You can charge your Teslas, which is your first power, to have. I have no mods on right now, so this.
It's increased damage and increased proc chance.
Right. So you can basically give them high voltage.
High voltage.
Yeah. With Tempo Royale, I'm using a controller, so if I'm just swinging with melee on the spot, you can just do some simple combos with your Tempo Royale. That's no movement input. The second you start adding movement, you get different things happening. You're moving forward, you're swinging quicker. And then if you start from a block, there's a gap closing that happens. So that's just there, and then you can chain that into the other combos. So that's just the base melee with this particular stance, with this particular heavy blade. Yep. So you guys.
So you're not doing any crazy controller gymnastics,
Nothing.
Or button gymnastics on keyboard to do this.
It's literally, am I moving forward, yes or no? And then when I stop, I switch into the other combo system, and then if I add a block in there, I can go forward with that.
Oh, cool.
So they're all interruptible, and
it feels good.
It's unified across all stances now.
Yes.
So you're not getting a new stance, going into the menu, going, oh, what is the controller gymnastics to do this one? Oh, those are too hard. I don't like the stance, but I like it visually. So these all have the same kind of memory button feel, so that when you change stances or change weapons, it's not a completely different game that breaks your brain.
And now, what used to be the channeling button is heavy attack, so you can add a heavy attack into those combos. So you can see right there, I'm just using my trigger, and all of a sudden I'm doing a heavy attack in there. So heavy attack you can do on your own, or you can add it in between combos standing still. Bam!
Great.
And your much loved ground attack is still here, does some damage, but if you do a heavy, if you do a heavy ground attack, you get to do the directional movement. So this is when, if you choose to do it heavy style, you can sort of pick in the air where you're going to land, and you go to that spot.
So it's kind of directional slams now.
So regular slam, what you know and love, and as Scott was saying, directional slams. You get a little bit of a pause, bam, and then that guy just got wrecked.
And so that,
I think.
Yeah, so if I'm actually going to use this in combat with this particular weapon, I'm going in. These guys are getting, I'm going to move into a block. I want to close the gap, so in I go, just take out some dudes. I see a dude over there. I'm going to heavy melee towards him. And I miss. Suck it.
nice, nice. Yep.
So yeah,
Get some aerials going. I want to see that. Oh.
So the other thing we are changing is aerial combos as well.
I love the charge on.
All the things I did on the
Simplify.
ground, you can do in the air as well. So you sort of get a sustained air combo. So if you're going for, bags of health in the air, whatever it may be, you get to float a bit more as opposed to just one movement boost and that's it.
Yeah, that's great.
So in this case, let's see.
This feels very ninja.
It's very ninja. Those guys just got wrecked.
Oh, that was cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
So we're doing some fun action here. There's an aerial combo.
I think even
basically by touching the combo counter, we're nerfing high-end scalability and content. And the way mods are going to play into this will allow you to maintain certain levels of combo. And there's a lot to be aware of with powers that scale with combo counters and things like that. So this is not the stream we're going to get into that. That is, like we said, we're at the 50% point here, and we just want to show you how your weapons and the combat itself is going to play out.
Yeah, this will definitely shake up the kind of the meta of Melee.
Yeah.
So there's definitely going to be changes that people need to get used to.
Yep.
But across the board, there's been a very radical buff on the damage that all these weapons do. There's been a radical buff on the ranges.
Yes.
The ranges are better represented by the effects, so you have a better idea of where your sword can hit. The combos are more purpose-built for single target attacks versus group target attacks. So if you're trying to build your combo counter to dump it into your melee hits or your heavy hits, then you have a combo that you want to use for that stuff, and it's very purpose-built now, I think.
And I have the Fang Prime on, which is a weapon that a lot of players think hasn't got love because dual daggers and all that. So right now I'm using the spinning needle stance, and just to show you, I'm doing my block, I'm doing my gap closer. So that's one stance, and I just want to give you guys an example of how different the stances behave per weapon as well. So if I put this sinking talon on to do my gap closer here, it's totally different. So again, the animation, like you were saying, really shines.
Yep. And if there's mods that affect channeling and things like that, those are
all being repurposed.
Those things are still going to have a great value. We're not ditching the value of that, but they will be redirected, so to speak, to dovetail with the new system. Yes.
And all blocking goes towards combo counter, so you can see me building my combo.
I love that. I love that actually. Yeah, this is.
Range has been greatly addressed between weapon types. As you guys know, high range melee is really the way to go. But with the speed and the damage changes that are coming, everything is starting to really balance out. Bam!
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
good.
So that was a heavy ground slam.
So I see questions about specific mods and stuff going by. I think that'd probably be better to do like a dev workshop
that's a part
type
2
post that kind of explains, what mods are changing, how they're changing, where they're going, kind of what the stats are once they get closer to finalized. Joe did a great
jump when you're melee. Just in the animation, it'll be just a natural attack every time you bullet jump, so you can use it as a.
If you're in melee mode.
If you're in melee mode, yeah.
And there's also some consideration for close quarters combat. Right now, if you're rolling in Warframe, you're doing your dodge rolls and everything, they're quite substantial in how much ground they cover. But if you have your block up and you do them, we're doing a more tight quarters one, so they're just a little more snug, so you can stay and do your.
That's smart. That's really good.
You can just stay and engage.
Stay within combat range and.
Exactly. So that's a new feature as well.
We were thinking of, I guess it'd be similar to God of War. It'd be like building up stuff, building up your channeling energy and releasing it at certain times to enhance your state for a limited time. So we did some tests with some test animations just for the equipping of it.
For the ultimate, the new channeling.
Yeah.
So this would be like the ninja catches fire, and now you're in this crazy cool mode after building it up.
The ninja
Devil
catches
trigger.
fire.
Ninja
Devil
catches
trigger.
fire.
Ninja catches fire.
Yeah.
10 of rage, LOL. Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, kind of.
And then the whole game just turns into.
I think even ideally, when you kind of come out of that, it'd be a bigger release animation. So it would kind of show It would just kind of highlight that kind of sequence. Oh, you get the...
We get the dev hacks
Maybe.
here.
That creates survivability benefits. And what's also really cool about it is you can, if you're worried you're going to get hit, you can use your 3 during it, so you can move around the map quickly.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so you can...
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was really trippy.
You can use your smoke.
What?
Yeah. I
And
think
the team can pick up the...
Yes.
Yep.
And you can't cancel it in that right now, so that's a bug, but you can use it to teleport, because as you know, the Eidolons make an escape in that.
I wonder how many seizures are happening right now.
None. OP, don't worry. I'm 12 for Tenogen.
And hello to the guy in Atlantis. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Poseidon, for your
In
lovely...
the sunken city.
Poseidon.
Yes. Jeff, Steve, Scott, thank you again for
Rebecca.
sitting
Rebecca.
sitting with us 114 times-ish.
Steve, Jeff.
Major.
Yeah.
Major.
No thanks to Sheldon.
No thanks to Sheldon.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone at Digital Extremes, for making this game.
Yep.
Whether or not you're helping us, you know, with all the things that we do.
The goodbye seemed to be getting.
Yeah.
I know, okay, bye.
We're just lingering now.
Bye. Go play the
Odd
alert.
lingering.
Bye.